Alright, my peoples, this is the second day of streaming. I don't know how many times I'm going to be able to do this, but hopefully I can do it a lot. But this is going to be the Clash of Champions 2019 live prediction little fiasco I got going on here. Let's see how long this will actually hold up with the stream. I don't know, because our internet is sketchy. So if you joined us yesterday, it started off kind of bad. Well, it started off good, got bad, and then after I restarted everything, it basically got 1,000 times better. So hopefully it'll hold up. Looks like there is no lag right now at all. Maybe 2 seconds, but that's the usual. So that's not bad. 2 or 3 seconds, maybe 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds. I don't know. But we're going to do a live prediction. I'm going to give you my thoughts on who I think is going to win these matches, and then we're going to go ahead and simulate it in WWE 2K19. And I'm going to write it down, and what I'm going to end up trying to do for tomorrow, if the internet holds up, I would do a live reaction to excuse me, a live reaction to Clash of Champions, and we'll just match up and see how many I got right and how many WWE 2K19 got right. Does that sound fair to everybody? Good. So let me get my little sharing stuff out of the way and we can get ready to get started. Actually, I need this. Actually, be better to be in front than that. I don't actually need that. Not right now, anyway. Hopefully, we stay online.
2K20, 2K19. Huh? 2K20, 2K19.
2K19. Oh, whoops. Give me 1 second, people. Trying to get this sharing out of the way and then we can get started. If you're just joining us.
My sharing out of the way. How come I'm faster than you?
Because my phone is super slow.
Well, here's that. This orange chicken for you.
Is it spicy?
I like it.
So it's spicy.
It's not spicy. It's just it got some twang to it. Welcome in, whoever jumped in, jumped out. Sorry about that.
Alright, one more share and then we can get started. Alrighty, now prepare to hear the greatest commentary from the greatest commentator on YouTube. Here we go. So, first matchup, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode versus Braun Strowman and Seth Rollins for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Now, Rollins and Strowman, of course, have to pull double duty tomorrow night. They're defending the Tag Team Championships, and they're going to end up facing off against each other for the Universal Championship. So, we'll see how this goes. I already know. I feel like Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler will win the Raw Tag Team titles. But WWE may pull a swerve, man, be honest with you, and keep the titles on them two, and then maybe have them lose it back to the OC. So we'll see exactly what happens, but let's see what WWE 2K19 will predict to happen in this match. Now, I gotta be honest, I'm not really excited for Clash of Champions. It's just another pay-per-view to me. Honestly, just more filler between the big four. Like, you know, you got SummerSlam, and now you got to make your way to Survivor Series. But Survivor Series isn't even as big as Survivor Series used to be. But it's just more filler. Try to get this as accurately as possible. I'm going to try to talk over all this music that we have going on so that copyright cheese doesn't get hit, because you know how YouTube is. But anyway, as Mr. Ziggler makes his way down the ringside, it's interesting. Like, how do I put this? I haven't been really watching wrestling, like, talk about, not Monday Night Raw, not SmackDown. Like, I'll catch the highlights and stuff, but I'm not, like, physically in front of TV every Monday night, every Tuesday night for watching either brand, either show. I'm, like, somehow turned into a casual watcher just because, I mean, I understand what Paul Heyman is doing and Eric Bischoff is doing, respectively, on both shows, trying to improve things. So the highlights is enough for me right now. And when it can turn over into something to actually be worthwhile watching again, then maybe I'll sit in front of the TV again on Monday nights and Tuesday nights. Then, of course, you got NXT coming to USA. Literally next week is when they debut. But I don't know if everybody's heard or not. The first hour of NXT is going to be on USA Network. But then the second hour is going to go back to the WWE Network because they forgot that Suits was still on. And Suits has that time slot at 9 o'clock, I believe. So I'm pretty sure they'll be saying something cheesy like they always do and be like, hey, make sure you tune into the WWE Network next because NXT continues or some crap like that. But nevertheless, we're here to talk about Clash of Champions. Robert Roode, Dolph Ziggler. Another makeshift tag team put together with two excellent superstars that they just don't have anything to do. So, I mean, what else can you really say? These two men deserve to be in the spotlight, man. You know how good Bobby Roode, Robert Roode, whatever you want to call him, you know how good he is. You know how good Dolph Ziggler is. So, what's the deal? Why do the same people always have to be involved in the main event picture? But I think Paul Heyman is slowly changing that. I know he can't make miracles overnight because Vinnie Mac still has the last say-so. Now, apparently, Vinnie Mac wants Raw to get a little bit even more creative. So if he gives him the full reins and full control, who knows what we'll end up seeing in the long run. And SmackDown will be changing over to Friday nights, right? Are they going back to Fridays? Or is it Tuesdays? I don't know. Are they staying at Tuesdays or are they going to Fridays? Or are they going to Thursdays? I don't know. I can't remember. All I know is that they're switching networks and they're going to Fox. And that's in October. So you know that show is going to be stacked. Well, anyway, as the Monster Among Men makes his way to the ring, but Rollins later on get another title onto the many that he already has. His little hashtag line. He's already been the King Slayer. He's currently the Beast Slayer. Will he become the Monster Slayer? That one doesn't really have a ring to it. I don't like it. I guess it's just time to burn it down. Tag team titles will be on the line. You know, I'm tired of watching entrances. Let's go. Tag team titles are on the line. Like I said at the beginning, I believe Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler will be the ones to end up winning this match tomorrow night and becoming the new Raw Tag Team Champions. I would say, who knows, even maybe the OC may even get involved, but I doubt it. Honestly, I doubt it. Raw Tag Team Champions. Uh-oh, I'm getting dropped frames. Am I losing connection?
I'm behind you because I got kicked off the internet.
If it's lagging behind people.
Entrance, but for right now you were fine.
Skipping around a little bit. It's buffering a little bit. This irritates me so much, people. Let me pause this for a second and see if I can do a speed test really quick and see what we're looking at right now. See if it didn't drop all the way down. No, I mean, it's still doing okay. Download speeds. Let me see what upload speeds look like. It is lagging behind just a little bit though.
Well, I had to switch internets, so.
Alright, let's see the upload speeds. Alright.
But you know what? We're in the middle of the desert. We're doing the best we can.
I mean, it's fine right now. The upload speeds are fine. So it's probably just playing around right now like it was doing yesterday.
It's fine.
Maybe it'll fix itself.
Let's just roll with it. I'm gonna try my hardest to catch up.
Alright, match is underway. And I missed something, but Braun has already got Dolphin tossing him around. Stiff shot to the back of Mr. Ziggles. Mr. Ziggles with a counter here. These guys really have nothing to lose. And they kind of honestly have the upper hand, if you ask me, because you got to know in the back of Braun and Seth's mind, they know they have to face each other later on tonight. So will they be able to coexist tonight? I know they coexist to win the tag titles, but will they coexist tonight and retain their tag team championships? We're on right now working over Robert Roode. But here comes Robert Roode. Big Bobby putting a fist. If we go with this foolishness, get him in the ring. We don't have time for countouts here. Get in the ring. Was that a glitch? Here comes Strowman. Looks like he's going to drag him over to the corner, possibly tagging in Seth Rollins, and there's the tag. The tag team action from the champs. But Rude with the no sell pops right back up, but Rollins is right back on the attack. Rollins, what are you doing? Kick to the midsection. A nice neck breaker. We haven't really seen Robert Roode in a while until he linked back up with Dolph Ziggler. You know, he was off TV for a minute. But that just, I guess, due to creative not having anything for him. As Robert Roode takes some time to taunt the crowd. He's got... Oh, and a TKO! Lays out Rollins, but Rollins gets out of that. And here comes the hot tag, and here comes Mr. Ziggles. Takes Rollins down. Takes him down again. And one more time for good measure. Big drop kick. He's going to pull Rollins to the center ring. He thinks that might be enough. One. And a kick out from Rollins. He's going to step and rake the face. Rollins. And here we go. Rest holds. Wouldn't be a WWE game without rest holds, right? There's Robert Roode's on the outside trying to recover, trying to get back up, and he's back up on the apron. Took a lot of damage. Let's see if he has recovered properly, but Mr. Ziggles has put it in work right now. Drops Rollins over the top. Irish whip to the corner. Seth follows him in. Wait a minute, Rollins. I thought Rollins was going to try to go to the top rope there, possibly look for that signature frog splash, but instead he tags in Strowman. Oh, Ziggler gets out of it. And now he's got Strowman. I think he's going to try to take Strowman to the other side. Snapmare takeover. And now Ziggler is going to tag Rude back in. I don't know if that was a smart move. Rude just took all that damage from the two of these men. But he's going to pound Strowman's head into the turnbuckle. 10 times for good measure. Quick tags from these two, trying to keep it fresh. It's good tag team action from these two men that really haven't tagged as much together. But looks like they're building up chemistry. Ziggler with that signature headlock of his. Putting all the pressure on Strowman's neck. Oh, and a famouser out of nowhere. And Strowman might be in trouble here. He's going to have to get a tag. Oh, he got out of it. Ziggler missed the drop kick and a big STO. Taking down Dolph Ziggler. And now Strowman, what's he thinking here? That spin out bomb that we rarely see him use. Thought he would have possibly tried to go for a cover there. Ziggler over and under. Tilt-a-whirl DDT. And now Ziggler going to work over the legs of the big man. Smart strategy from Dolph Ziggler. Dolph measuring now. Could he be thinking about the zigzag? Can he hit it? Zigzag connects. Here's the pin. 1, 2. And Strowman powers out at 2. I think Ziggler's going to have to do a little bit more than that to put the big man down. Braun out, big clothesline. crowd fully into this match. Irish whip to the corner. Here comes Strowman. The Strowman train connects. Oh, the power. Strowman trying to stretch that back out. And now Strowman measuring Ziggler. He's got him up on his shoulders. And the big slam. Right into the cover. But rope. He's in the ropes. And now he's just going to growl at the referee for not counting the pin. Ziggler back on the attack. He's going to tag in Robert Roode. Try to get Roode to finish the job. Strowman back up with the quickness. Robert Roode with the clothesline. Strowman needs to tag Rollins. Rollins is the fresh man, but he's still in there trying to fight. And now he's got Roode up. He's going to hit that same move on Roode. Strowman once again not going for a cover. That could come back to haunt this team. Robert Roode putting the boots to him. Now he's going to go for the same strat that Ziggler started, trying to cut the big man off at the legs, keep him at a horizontal base. But Strowman is right back up, right back on the attack. It's going to show off the strength once again with a gut-wrench suplex. And now Strowman measuring Roode. He's got him up. Strowman slam. He's going to pin him. 1, 2. And Roode takes out the cover and the ref. Or Ziggler, I should say. The ref is down. Here's Strowman on the comeback. Roode with a big miss. Back body drop. And a big spine buster. Ref coming to now. He's got that submission lock on him. And Bobby Roode taps out. And that is all she wrote. Strowman did it by himself. He left Seth Rollins on the side. These two men, according to WWE 2K19, will retain the tag titles and go on to face each other later on in the night. So I have Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler winning, and WWE 2K19 has the champs retaining. Who will end up winning tomorrow night? Make sure you tune in to the WWE Network. Clash of Champions. I believe the pre-show starts at like 6 or something like that. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night to watch. So we're going to do 7 matches here tonight. The next one up on the card is Charlotte versus Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. There's a lot of beef going on in this match, just like in the other Women's Championship. Bayley shocked the world, and not necessarily turned heel, but she turned heel, according to everybody else. That's why everybody's excited. So, who's the face in this match? It's a good question, because I don't really know. Is there a face in this match? I mean, technically by WWE standards, is there a face in this match? The fans, of course, cheered when... Does this automatically cut off? Does this automatically cut off?
Is what?
The heating pad.
Yes.
No. The fans automatically cheered Bayley when they saw her turn heel, so people were excited. But Charlotte already was naturally still the heel. We're going to cut these entrances short because It's going to make for longer gameplay if I do not. But, I mean, everybody's been calling for this heel turn from Bayley for a long time. She needed a character switch up, a character change. And you should have already done it when it got to a point when she was already starting to get booed and stuff like that. So why would you continuously leave her character to become assassinated the way that it did? And the fans didn't care about her anymore. You ever SmackDown champion, she started getting an edge to her in her previous feuds. But it's like now she really, since she's joined back up with Sasha, things are different. Women's Championship is on the line. Charlotte don't do that. What the world was that? Alright, here we go. Oh, Charlotte charges right out. Knocks Bayley down to the ground. And now she's going to put the boots to her. Oh, I didn't even get my prediction in this match. I don't think either of the women are going to get involved from the other matches. So I'm going to say Charlotte actually may win this match. Why not put the queen back on top? But then again, Bayley may... No, you know what? I'm going to change my pick. I'm going to say Bayley's going to win. Just because I saw a previous post from What Culture, I believe, and I think that may be exactly what they are thinking is going to happen, will happen. And that is that Bayley and Sasha are going to hold all the gold. So they're going to... Oh, big spear from Charlotte already. Is this a squash match? Is this a fake video? 1, 2. Squash match initiated. And this one is over before it even started. And the queen is back on top according to WWE 2K19. I'm going to keep my pick though. I am going to say that Bayley is going to win, and that they got a little WWE Universe storyline cutscene thing going on here, but that really doesn't matter. Probably should turn rivalries and all that stuff off. I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference though anyway. But let's breeze right along. That did not take long at all. Alright, next matchup on the card. Cedric Alexander gets his chance against AJ Styles. This is probably the only match that I'm really excited for going into Clash of Champions tomorrow night because of the possibilities of how good of a match that this can be. You know AJ is already going to bring his A game. Anybody that gets in the ring with this man, he makes it look good. So you saw the feud between him and Ricochet. Now the feud between him and Cedric Alexander. This should be brilliant. Apparently Paul Heyman is big on Cedric Alexander backstage. And apparently this man may be next in line to get a huge push. So it could start here tonight and tomorrow night by defeating the phenomenal AJ Styles and capturing the United States Championship. I'm just glad that they took him off 205 Live. Oh, by the way, if you people didn't know, 205 Live has been canceled. Just letting you know if you haven't seen the news, 205 Live is canceled. But what they're probably going to do is what I'm thinking that they were saying is that they're actually going to merge 205 Live into NXT. So the Cruiserweight Championship and stuff will still be around, but they're just going to take all the Cruiserweights and put them in NXT, which isn't a bad idea at all. Because now that NXT is on USA and it's going to 2 hours, you're going to need more wrestlers, more content. So I'm not opposed to it. I just wish they would change the belt. And the phenomenal AJ Styles, leader of the OC, I'm pretty sure he'll be flanked by the OC tomorrow night, but just for match purposes here tonight, I was going to just go ahead and let AJ go at it alone out here and defend his title alone. My prediction, I believe Cedric Alexander will come away with the victory because AJ has to move on to bigger, better things than just the United States Championship. And plus, if Cedric is getting a push, why not just capitalize on it now? Huge upset. They'll probably battle for the title a couple times, I guess. I don't know how the match will end. But if he is getting a huge push, might as well go ahead and start it tonight. If not, then, I don't know. But think about it. Who else does AJ have to face? He wanted to get into the Universal title picture. So, it's so many questions that need to be answered going out of this pay-per-view. Because Hell in a Cell is up next. And you already know that they said that The Fiend was going to be the one to challenging whoever won the Universal Championship at Hell in a Cell. So, let's figure it out. Let's figure out what's going to happen. I don't know. But this match is about to get underway. Cedric Alexander, AJ Styles. Here we go. They lock up. Should see a classic technical wrestling masterpiece. Oh, AJ misses a dropkick right off the back. And that's uncharacteristic of that man. There will be no squash match initiated because AJ had got dropped. We're just trying to make sure we don't have too many of these squash matches. AJ on the attack right now, pulling out all his moves. So you have to think, what would it take for Cedric Alexander to possibly win this match tomorrow night and here right now? I guess it comes down to, I don't know, he has to stay one step ahead of AJ. He knows all of AJ's moves. He had to scout them purposely. And he has to stay one step ahead. But like I said, if the OC is going to be out there tomorrow night, then he's going to have his head on a swivel. Like, he can't get distracted by the OC because you know they're going to be causing havoc. The best thing, the way that I think is going to go, he's going to have to take the OC out and then find a way to beat AJ at the same time. He can't do that, but it can be done. These two men going back and forth right now in WWE 2K19. AJ with a pin. One. No. Irish whip to the rope. AJ sidesteps it. These two men really are. They're going back and forth here. Irish whip again. Cedric Alexander, what's this? Oh, big kick. Now Cedric going for a pin. One. And he can only get a 1 count out of AJ Styles. Drop kick to the back. He's going to lock in. Is that a figure? No, that's not a figure 4. I think that's the Indian Death Lock. AJ gets out of that maneuver. Everybody knows the history of this man, Cedric Alexander, competing in the Cruiserweight Classic, putting on a show, ultimately losing out to Kota Ibushi. But what a match that was, man. I know it was so many umpteen, feel like years ago, but it's still to this day, it's one of the best matches in WWE in a long, long time. We all know the fans just clamored, physically chanting, "Please sign Cedric" at the end of the match. And Triple H obliged, did it. He went on later on to become Cruiserweight Champion, held that belt for a long time, honestly. Then he finally got called up to the main roster where I thought he belonged in the first place anyway. Whoa, AJ, what? And then he gives up after it. This man is drunk. AJ Styles off the ropes. Big close. Oh, turns him inside out. The Cedric right there. Cedric Alexander, what's he thinking here? He's going to go outside. He's calling AJ to get up. Springboard. Clothesline. And now Cedric has AJ right where he wants him. Can he hit it? Brainbuster? I figured he was going for the lumbar check. Oh, it's hit 2. AJ gets the shoulder up at 2.5. And Cedric can't believe it. Surprising that they're pulling out different moves. I thought he was going for a lumbar check, Joe. Okay. AJ Styles, yes! Drills Cedric down. And now AJ going out to the outside. You can only know what he is going for here. Bounces off. Phenomenal forearm. And here's the pin. 1, 2, and Cedric Alexander this time gets the shoulder up at 2. And AJ can't believe it. AJ gonna take some time to clamor to the crowd. You better turn around. DDT. Cedric gonna roll to the outside, try to get a breather. Gonna get some air and get some separation. Try to hurry up and recover. And it worked. Only for a second there. These two battling back and forth. Oh, big clothesline from AJ Styles. Gonna continue to work Cedric over on the outside. Cedric with the reversal. Spinning back fist. Gonna bounce AJ's face off the apron. Now gonna toss him back in the ring. Cedric with a taunt of his own. He better stay on the attack here. AJ Styles is no slouch. He's gonna pick him up. What's he thinking here? Clothesline. Here we go with the comeback. Another big clothesline. In the corner. Big splash. Cedric off the ropes. Ducks under. And another big clothesline. And a kip up from Cedric Alexander. He's fired up. Now Cedric again measuring. What is he thinking here? He's going to go outside to the far corner again. Can he hit it from this distance? Cedric Alexander measuring AJ Styles. Yeah, no! I told you. He was too far. AJ's still dazed and confused. Took too much time. Cedric with a reversal. Picks him back up. Where is he dragging him to? What is he thinking here? He's going to throw AJ over the top. He's going to hang AJ up and hit some with a neck breaker. Hangman's neck breaker. Pulls him to the center of the ropes. Center of the ring. Think he's going to call for it one more time. That's a little bit closer space, sir. You should be able to hit it this time. Yes! And now, Cedric measuring. I think he may be going for the lumbar check this time to put AJ away. He's got him up. Lumbar check. Nails it. The cover. 1, 2, and AJ kicks out. And Cedric, visibly frustrated, thought he had AJ put away with the lumbar check. But you all know this man AJ Styles is a fighter. It's going to take more than that to put him away. Oh, drop kick. Now AJ right back on the attack, going to stomp on the arm of Alexander. AJ trying to stretch that back out after being hit with that lumbar check, and now AJ Styles measuring. What's he possibly going for here? I think he's going for the Styles Clash. If he hits this, this is probably over. Yes! Styles Clash. 1, 2, and like clockwork, AJ Styles has defeated Cedric Alexander. Good effort by the young man. But the Phenomenal One has come out on top. No help from the OC. And he is still United States Champion, according to WWE 2K19. Like I said, I had Cedric. The game has AJ. We will find out tomorrow what the results will be. Alright, coming up next, we got Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship. I'm going to check really quick, see if everything is straight. This is lagging behind terribly, but it's okay, because it doesn't say video output low, so we are still good. We are still good. You said what? Okay. So you already know the outcome of what I think this match is going to be, because I said it during the Bayley match. I believe Sasha Banks will defeat the man here tonight, because honestly, what reason would it have been for them to bring Sasha back with all this, like, what's the word I'm looking for? All this heat on her, all this, well, not heat, but all this praise from the crowd, and it's just, you know, it's just been a big thing with her coming back. So why would they bring her back and then her first, like, major match she loses? It wouldn't make any sense to me. But this is WWE, so who knows what exactly happened. But why not have Sasha win, Bayley win? They both had those titles, and then eventually they go on to recapture the women's tag team championships, and they're walking around with all the gold. That'll be like your hottest storyline going into next year. It just seems logical to do that to me. I don't know. That's just me, though. Would it make a difference? The game has purple-haired Sasha. We do not have blue-haired Sasha. Would that make a difference here tonight? I don't know. But I got Sasha winning. Let's see what who the game has winning here tonight. Alright, we can skip all that, okay? Gonna get in the match here. Here we go. I'd have figured these two women would have charged at each other. The hatred has to be brewing. The referee's going to have to separate them here. Ever since Sasha came back, she has been on a mission to take that title away from the man. Oh, look at the moves from Becky. 1. Up, reversal. 1, 2. Oh, it was almost a 3 count there. 1. Back and forth. Back and forth. Rope break. You had to get breaking up. Nice mat wrestling from the two women here. Now Becky on the attack. Becky has ruled the Raw Kingdom since WrestleMania. Still holding on to that women's championship that she took off of Ronda Rousey's hands. Is that a Beck-sploder? She can't have a Beck-sploder already, can she? 2 count. How does Becky have a finisher already? She's got the disarmer locked in on Sasha already. Will Sasha tap out? There was no work even done on the arm. Oh, Sasha got out of it. But I'm trying to figure out how she got it. Was it from all the reversals? It had to be. Had to be. Sasha's not playing any games now, though. Here comes the boss. Up, but Becky. Elbows to the midsection. Gets out of it. Gonna put her in the corner here. Turn her around. Up. Sasha with the rebuttal. Here we go. Neck breaker. Sasha Banks trying to tie Becky up here. Gonna slam the knees into the canvas. I think she's gonna go for it again here. One more time. She's gonna pick Becky up. Kick to the midsection. Sasha Banks drops Becky Lynch down. She's really working on that back of Becky Lynch here. Becky trying to fight out of it. Sasha trying to hold on, and Becky breaks the hold. Man scoops her up. Oh, slams her into the turnbuckle and just tosses her to the side like a sack of potatoes. Here comes Becky Lynch. Big leg drop. And another one. There's a pin. One. Sasha kicks out at one. Becky taunting like she's the man. Saying who want the smoke. But here comes Sasha Banks. Back on the attack. We're going to get some turnbuckle action here. Sasha now stalking. Up, here we go. This is not the best area to do this in, ma'am. It's going to be a rope break. The AI is so stupid sometimes. Here's a pin. 1, 2. And Becky gets the shoulder up. To move like that, you're going to have to be in the center. Sasha going off. Oh, she misses a big clothesline or hit, whatever she was going for right there, though. And now here comes Becky with another. Oh, no, it was reversed into a pin. 1, 2. She almost got her. 1, 2. Back and forth again. 1, 2. Oh, that was almost 3. These two women know each other so well. And there comes Becky. Calf kick. Sasha getting some breather room. These two women are going to fight on the outside here. Sasha right now has the upper hand. Dragging her over again. But she's going to put her in the ring this time. And a leg drop from Becky. Now Becky Lynch trying to go after her, but Sasha playing possum. Drops the arm around. The reversal game is on lock. Here, wait a minute. She turns it around into a disarmer, but she's all over tangled up in the ropes. Flabbergasted over my words there. 1, 2, and it's over. And according to the game, Becky Lynch will retain her Raw Women's Championship over Sasha Banks. I've got Sasha Banks over Becky Lynch. Interesting pick here. It could go either way. We will find out what happens tomorrow. But let's smooth criminal ourselves right on into the next matchup. The one that really doesn't matter. This is not for a championship. I believe this is the only match that is not for a championship. But Roman Reigns will face off against his opposed attacker, the man who tried to kill Roman Reigns on several occasions, Rowan. This match, this storyline, basically they came out and admitted that they botched the storyline and Vince was not happy with Eric Bischoff over it. It's so many ways that this could have been turned out way better. But we don't know where they went, where it went wrong. It just got all messed up. And I don't think a lot of people even know what to say about how it went. But nevertheless, this big man, the big behemoth Rowan, is going to put in some work here tonight. This match is supposed to be no disqualification from what I heard. I just made it to a no-holds-barred match. So who's going to win? He's still coming out with the Bludgeon Brothers entrance. But who knows who's going to win, man. Because I don't know how far they're going to take this storyline. But here comes the big dog, Roman Reigns. So he takes a second like he usually does and looks at the Titantron for whatever reason. I don't know why he does that, but okay. Or maybe he thinks somebody's following him. Alright, here we go. Eric Rowan versus Roman Reigns. No DQ. Roman has a lot of pent-up frustration, you gotta think. He finally gets his hands on his attacker here tonight. This man literally tried to kill Roman Reigns. Man, it's been all Roman so far. Roman's fired up. He's ready to take this man out. Roman rolls out of the ring though. And Roman right back on the attack again. It doesn't matter. Roman can't get any offense in. Roman is going off. Can this man even get back in the match? One. Roman can only get a 1 count there. Surprised the squash match hasn't turned on, to be honest with you. Because he is tearing this man to pieces. Stomp on the face. And now stomp on the arm. Roman is just working him over, man. He's going to go for another pin here. 1. But only gets another 1 count from the big man. Oh, and Rowan just bows him over. Now going to choke the life out of Roman Reigns. Going to try to finish the job here tonight. Irish whip to the ropes. Man, the speed of Rowan. Nothing happened out of that, though. They meet in the middle. Another Irish whip. And a big turnbuckle splash. Now here comes the big behemoth. Look at the strength of Rowan. It just slams Roman gut first. Right across the knee. Now he's got a claw. Trying to work over that nerve. And the neck and shoulder of Roman Reigns. Try to make him pass out. And here's a pin. 1. But Roman kicks out at 1 this time. Now Rowan calculating. What's he going to do here? But Roman is right there. Superman punch out of nowhere. Man, he fell into the cover fast. 1, 2. And this one is over, folks. Roman played no games here tonight. I'm pretty sure he's going to want to do more than that. I didn't even give you my prediction, but I don't even. Doesn't even matter at this point. I think Roman's going to win anyway. Will there be interference? Possibly. Moving right along to our first, well, to the co-main event, I guess it's probably going to be. Who knows what time this match will actually come on. Pretty fast, I'm pretty sure. Because tonight is going to be all about the main event. This one is kind of leaving a sour taste in my mouth because SummerSlam, Kofi should have beat Randy Orton up clean, straight. That way he could avenge everything that happened to him back in 2009 and it'd be straight. And then if they were going to carry on this feud into the next pay-per-view, I would have no problems if Randy Orton beats him at Clash of Champions. And that's the way it should have been. Because at least Kofi would have got that win. He would have been WWE Champion, and he could say that on the biggest party of the summer, in one of the major pay-per-views, he defeated Randy Orton and retained his WWE Championship. But they did the whole disqualification thing. And now it's like, if Randy wins tomorrow, then what was it? What was the purpose? What was the purpose for of even bringing this feud together? Because it's just like Kofi still isn't going to get any vindication. Randy basically, for the past, like 2-3 weeks, has gotten the better of Kofi Kingston until last Tuesday on SmackDown, and Kofi tried to reenact exactly what he did to Orton and put him through the table. It didn't really work out that well because he kind of like overshot it, but still, it just, this feud has just like dwindled down fast, and it's no, I don't care about it anymore. I'm pretty sure you don't care about it anymore. So it's whatever. But of course, I like Kofi. You know that. I was happy to see the brother get the championship, but I don't think he's going to hold it but for so much longer. And that's just being real. And he's probably going to drop it. He's probably going to drop it to Randy Orton. As Kofi Kingston makes his way down the ringside. I remind you once again to make sure you tune in and you check out Clash of Champions tomorrow night on the WWE Network. Mr. Randall Keith Orton is going to go for his, I believe this will be his, 14th or 15th? This will either be his 14th or 15th championship, world championship won. So it really will be interesting to see if he gets it. If it's the 15th, then it means he's going to draw close to John Cena and the Nature Boy Ric Flair. So we will see what happens, man. I mean, a lot of people don't mind if Orton captures the championship back because Kofi's title reign has kind of gone a little stale. Be honest with yourselves, it has. But here we go. The match is underway. Crowd firmly behind Kofi here. And I honestly think my pick is going to be Randy Orton winning tomorrow night. But let's see what the game says. Randy Orton quickly working over Kofi Kingston here. Scoops him up in a fall-away slam. Kofi came out the gate hot, but it's cooled off since, and here we go. Kofi getting a little space back on his feet here. Kick to the lower back, and another kick to lay Orton back down. Reversal from Randy Orton. He's got him up on his shoulders. What's he thinking here? He's going to drop him over the turnbuckle. Now Kofi in the corner. It's pretty much been all Randy Orton here in this match. Now Kofi, rolls around. What's he think? Oh, the DDT. Spiking Orton on his head. And now Kofi. That move is really dumb. Orton gets out of the ring. Getting some separation. Now Orton, just like he did in the turnbuckle, gonna drop Kofi on the apron, the hardest part of the ring, as they so many times tell us. And now slamming Kofi's head into the steel steps. Here comes Kofi. He's gonna throw him back in the ring. You have to beat him in the ring. You know, a lot of people right now, like Corey Graves, will be telling him he could have took the coward's way out and walked away with his championship, but that's not how Kofi is. Here's a pin, 1. He only gets a 1 count. Now Kofi's gonna slam Orton's head into the turnbuckle. We've seen this move 3 times tonight. Stomp to the back. Pretty even-paced match so far. And now Kofi's going to bounce off the ropes and hit the boom drop. Do you know what that sets up? No, he's going to go for a pin. 1, 2. Orton kicks out at 2. And now Kofi measuring Orton. Can he hit it? Yes! Trouble in Paradise connects. Here's the pin. 1, 2. And Orton gets the shoulder up. Now Kofi gonna lock in a wrestle, trying to wear Randy Orton down. Remember, folks, it only takes 1 RKO to put his opponents away. Orton has that in his back pocket, and you know he can hit it out of nowhere. Kofi thinks that it might have done it. 1. No, but doesn't even get a 2 count. And now he's gonna lock it back in again. Rear chin lock. Trying to put Orton to sleep here. Orton can't get out of it. Orton down again. There's the snapmare. Orton is taking a lot of punishment right now from Kofi Kingston with no offense being put in. Now Orton knows that he's taking a lot of punishment, has jumped out of the ring. Kofi dancing in the ring. Orton comes in, but doesn't react fast enough. Oh, Orton out of it. No, Orton with a T-bone suplex. Now Mr. Randall Keith Orton Gonna stomp on all the extremities of Kofi Kingston. Ronnie Garvin style. Here goes a pin. 1, 2. Kofi Kingston kicks out at 2. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It only takes 1 RKO. And that could do it. 1, 2, and no! Kofi kicks out, and Orton pops up and taunts to the crowd for whatever reason. Just because he can, probably. And here comes Orton now. Clothesline after clothesline. Ducks under. And there's the body slam. And now he's going to take Kofi. And as Michael Cole would say, vintage Orton. Stomps on the arm. Now he's going to pick Kofi up. What's he going to do here? Irish whip to the corner. He's going to... Oh my goodness. I think I know what he's going for here. I think I know what he's going for here. He's going for the avalanche. And this is it. This is going to put Kofi away. Avalanche RKO. That's going to do it. Wait a minute. He may... No, he's not in the ropes. 1, 2, and that's it. Avalanche RKO for the win. And the game agrees with me that Randy Orton is going to beat Kofi Kingston tomorrow night for the WWE Championship and capture another title. Well, people, here we go. Main event of the evening. The two men that kicked off this stream are now finally going to face off against each other in a match for the Universal Championship. Braun Strowman faces off against Seth Rollins, who is going to come out the victor here tonight. And remember, they're still the tag team champions, according to WWE 2K19. We already seen him come out. We don't need to see him come out again.
The stream is offline.
The stream is offline. Of course it is. Did it just cut off? It's probably because they're all back. I don't know why it's offline. This thing is, I swear, is the most sketchiest thing ever. Yeah, because the speeds are all the way back up again. Well, not all the way back up, but, well, yeah, I guess you can say all the way back up. We'll see what happens from here. I'm going to commentate this last match, and this is going to be it for the night. I'd say Seth Rollins is going to win this match. But here we go. Braun Strowman right off the back with a big clothesline. One reason I say it, because I don't think they're ever going to give this man the title. As hot as Braun Strowman was last year, one of the most over superstars, and he had chance after chance at Brock Lesnar, and they just would not let him beat Brock Lesnar for whatever reason. This man was over, as over could be. And they just wouldn't do it. Which is surprising because Vince was high on him. So you would have thought that he would have strapped the rocket and shot him to the moon quick. Now he's back in the title picture. But I just don't think he's going to beat Seth Rollins here tonight. Or even tomorrow night for that matter. That's why I'm picking the Beast Slayer. Here's the pin. 1. Braun powers out at 1. Got him by the throat. Oh, and a gut punch. Takes Rollins off his feet. Here we go. The strength of Strowman coming into play. Rollins gets out of it. Here we go. Drop kick. But the big man does not move. Drops and hangs Rollins out to dry. Over the top rope. 1. Rollins kicks out. This is a fast-paced match going on here, people. Misses the shot. Here comes Rollins. Throws him in the corner. Drop kick to the back. With Strowman right quickly back on his feet. And another shot in the corner. Rollins quickening the pace here. Here we go. Super kick to Strowman. And here's a pin. 1, 2. Strowman powers out. Rollins thought that was it. This is basic. Wait a minute. Here we go with that 2K. Oh, I was going to say. And a curb stop. 1, 2. Strowman gets the shoulder up at 2. Rollins definitely thought that was it. He hit him with his best shot. Right there. What's next? What else can he calculate up? Single leg drop kick. Big European uppercut and a big shoulder tackle knocks Rollins down. I'm fumbling all over my words here tonight, people. Here we go. Strowman. We saw this move a couple times earlier tonight, and he dropped them all the way on top of the ropes and all. But Rollins with the no-sell knee. Chop in the corner. Another one. A kick. And now I'm going to put that leg and try to choke him out. Thinks that might have done it. 1. No. Strowman says no. Big elbow. And Strowman's got him up. And the Strowman slam connects. But rope break. You gotta be aware of your surroundings, sir. Big clubbing shot to the back of Rollins as Strowman gonna take some time to taunt the crowd and a big knee. And here comes Strowman. Clothesline. Ducks under. He just waited for that one. Rollins should have saw that one coming. And a big spine buster. And now, oh, wait a minute. He's going for that move. This is what kept the titles. But Rollins got out of it. Oh, and look at the strength of Rollins. Big clothesline taking Strowman all the way out of the ring to the outside. And Rollins tried to go for a super kick. Oh, big boot. I don't think Rollins knows where he is after that. It's going to send him along for the ride. Referee at a count of 5. Strowman has to know he cannot beat him outside. If he wants to win the championship, he's got to get him back in the ring. Referee at a count of 7. Oh, and Rollins is busted open. Count of 9, and they just both make it back in the ring. And now Strowman Got him up. And a Strowman slam, the second one of the match. 1, 2, and Rollins kicks out. And Strowman's going to argue with the referee. He said that should have been 3. Ryman accidentally and stepping over top. Rollins has taken a lot of damage in this match. He's going to have to do something quick, fast to try to come back. That may be the key right there. That may be the opening. He's got him up. He's going to go for it again, a little bit slower this time. Super kick to Strowman. He's going to try to throw that arm in so he can't get the shoulder up. 1, 2. But it didn't work. Strowman still powered out. And now it looks like he's going to go for that ripcord knee revolution. Drops him down. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins is your winner. So according to WWE 2K and according to myself, Seth Rollins will retain here tonight and go on to Hell in a Cell and possibly face The Fiend. We don't know what they're going to have planned for these two men going forward. I don't know where does Strowman go from here. If they keep the titles, like I said, what will happen? Do you think that they will end up having to face the OC probably the next day on Raw and probably end up losing the titles back to the OC? But I don't know. I still think that Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler will end up winning. So just to recap, go over, I said Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. The game had the two men you see on the screen right now. I said AJ. No, I didn't say. I said Cedric Alexander. The game said AJ. I said Bayley. The game said Charlotte. I said Sasha. The game said Becky. I said, what else? What am I missing? I said Randy Orton. The game said Randy Orton. And I said Seth Rollins. And the game said Seth Rollins. Am I missing anybody? Oh, Roman. But that one doesn't really matter. I said Roman. The game said Roman. All right, people. Thank you if you tuned in, even for 1 second, just to see what I was doing here tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure, like I said, you catch Clash of Champions tomorrow night. I am going to see if I can do a live reaction to it. And we'll probably revisit some of these matches that happen and give you my prediction, give the game's prediction, and we'll see who comes out on top in the end. Thank you for watching as always. Keep God first, and I will see you next time, people.